The Kraken is a giant monster squid from Jules Verne's iconic book, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It also has its roots in fishermen's tales from Norway and Greenland. The scary thing about the Kraken is you can't see it coming. It waits under your boat in the dark water. Legend has it that if you start catching too many fish, you should row away for your life because the Kraken might be under your boat, scaring the fish so they swim up to the surface. As far as we know, the Kraken is just a legend. But let's imagine for a second that it wasn't. Today, Life's Biggest Questions asks, what if the Kraken was real? Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Charlotte Dobre. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know in those comments below a question you have always wanted to know the answer to. The first report of a Kraken came from an account written in 1180 by King Sverre of Norway. Then, in the 1850s, a large squid beak washed up on the shores of Denmark. When a Danish naturalist, Jaap Steenstrup, examined it, he announced that the Kraken was real. The beak belonged to a giant squid, and he called it Architeuthis dux. This is when scientists really began to dig deeper into the legend of the Kraken. Could it be based on truth, or was it really just a fisherman's tale? It is believed that during the dinosaur era, squids may have been 30 meters long. Perhaps one of these specimens somehow survived when the dinosaurs did not, and kept breeding. According to fishermen who claim to have seen the Kraken, it was the size of a number of small islands, and its back alone seemed to be the length of 1.5 miles. Because of its size, when the Kraken descends back into the depths after sitting on the surface of the water for a time, the motion of its sinking causes a swell in the sea that pulls everything in the vicinity down into the depths with it. Giant squids have long tentacles that they use to grab their prey. Each one of these tentacles is covered in suction cups lined with teeth. If you get snatched by these tentacles, you won't be able to free yourself. Once it has you in its grasp, a giant squid takes small, delicate bites. So needless to say, it would definitely suck to be eaten by a Kraken. So for starters, if the Kraken was real, imagine what that would mean for sea travel. Sea travel was the main way to get around until very recently, especially for the Vikings. If there really was a giant squid, Nordic people may never have invaded much of the world. The entire history of the Vikings might not have occurred. If the Kraken was anything more than a sailor's legend, it is unlikely any of the Americas would have been discovered until aircraft were invented. Let's be honest, if there really was a giant bloodthirsty squid swimming around, there would be mass public hysteria surrounding it. There would no doubt be attempts to track it down and kill it. History would be filled with tales about epic battles between sea monsters and brave sailors. But just because there would be attempts to track the Kraken down, that doesn't mean those attempts would be successful. Cephalopods like squids and octopus are known to be the most intelligent creatures in the ocean. What's more is, they hang out in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. If a Kraken wanted to escape, all it would have to do is dive down to where mere humans couldn't reach it. Fast forward to the modern era where there are submarines, and world governments would want to track down the giant creature and destroy it with deep-sea missiles. On the other hand, there would also be environmental activists and scientists who would be against this. The Kraken is an ancient, rare creature after all. Studying it would be of utmost importance. How could its species have survived until the modern age? Since the discovery of the giant squid beak in the late 1850s, 21 species of giant squid have been discovered. It is thought that some of these squids could reach 50 feet in length, including their tentacles. But interestingly, none of the discoveries were rooted in an actual sighting of one of these great animals, only a piece of them that washed up on shore. The truth is, no one really knows how big giant squids can grow, and they don't really leave the deep ocean. They spend much of their time 400 to 1,000 meters below, and we've only explored about 5% of the ocean. Who knows, maybe the Kraken really does exist and it's lurking in the depths somewhere. What do you think would happen if the Kraken turned out to be real? Let us know in those comments below. For now, I'm Charlotte Dobre, and you've been watching Life's Biggest Questions. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love our video, What If Cthulhu Was Real? Clickable on the screen right now. Or how about our playlist, Biggest What Ifs? As always, make sure notifications are turned on by clicking the bell, and we'll see you in the next video.